Good afternoon, softball fans. Welcome into Schaefer Park here in Canyon, Texas. I'm Zach Kamenko. Thanks for joining us here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. We got a big day for you today. We got two games. We got Senior Day. A lot of emotion. Playoff rankings coming into play. Regional standings. Big games coming up today between these two. We have Cameron Aggies being hosted by the West Texas A&M Lady Buffs. Going to meet the starting lineups real quick for the visiting Aggies. Leading off at second base, we'll have Kamari Edwards, followed by Kylie French at third base, Kaden Boren in right, Josie Swafford, the DP, Taylor Rowley at short, Karis Clark at first, Kendall McDaniel behind the plate, Macy McMurdy is going to start things off in left, and rounding things out in the 9 hole is going to be center fielder, number 19, Michaela Richmond. On the mound for the Aggies, you're going to see number 11, Robin Bales. And we're going to meet the Lady Buffs starting lineup real quick. We got Gabby McConnell starting things off at second base, followed by Ruby Salzman in the 2 hole. In center field, Emily Boyer is going to be at first base, batting third. Diana Murtha at third base in the 4 hole. Madison Johnson at short, Maddie Guidell, the DP. Julie Guzman in right, Lauren Granger behind the plate. Malaya Delphine is going to start things off in left for the Lady Buffs. Emily Wilson in the circle. While the national anthem takes place, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to start things off here at Schaefer Park.
West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign, raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Welcome back into Schaefer Park. Getting ready to kick things off here with game number 1 on the day. Game number 2 is going to be followed off 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. And here out in left field, starting left fielder Malaya Delphine, going to be greeted by her teammates on Senior Day. What a touching moment. Senior Delphine was injured a few weeks ago. She had to get surgery on her right arm. Suffered an injury diving into second base. So we hope for a speedy recovery for Malaya Delphine. But what an amazing moment for her and her teammates. Getting ready to kick things off now. Emily Wilson in the circle for the Lady Buffs. Wilson on the season, 7-1 with 6 starts, coming in with a 1.27 ERA. She's going to face Kamari Edwards to lead things off here in the top half of the first inning. First pitch on the way from Wilson. And that one misses downstairs for a ball. Edwards lifts this one right to McConnell, able to make the grab. Wind not too much of a factor there. As we saw yesterday, the wind was a huge factor in that game. Wind was blowing straight across. Today it's a little calmer. Nice day out today here in Canyon. Sunny and 65 degrees, slight breeze blowing from left to right. And Kylie French going to step in the box now. Third baseman for the Aggies. She's going to roll over on this one, foul. Wilson misses upstairs with that one. But if you're just tuning in for this series, we're in game number 2 now. Last night we saw the Lady Buffs with a 4-0 victory, holding Cameron scoreless in that one, limiting them to 2 hits. Emily Boyer with a complete game shutout. Kylie French grounds that one to Johnson in time. Out number 2 for the Lady Buffs. A little recap from yesterday. Ruby Salzman 2 for 4 on the day. Big 2-run home run. That was the dagger for the Lady Buffs. And Emily Boyer in the circle. Tremendous day for them. Looking to repeat the same thing here. Get a good look at the Cameron lineup. See what the Lady Buffs are going to have to be up against today. With the catcher, Caden Bourne in the box. .333 on the season. Bourne lifts this one to right. That's going to get over the head of Guzman. Guzman tracking that ball in. That gets up to the wall. Long throw. And Bourne's going to be held at second with a 2-out double. So a misread there by Guzman. Able to give the Aggies the double. Well hit ball though by Bourne, straight over the head. But possibly if Guzman had a first step backwards, maybe have a little bit of an easier chance to catch that one. But either way, still 2 outs. And Josie Swafford in the box coming up for the Aggies.
Number 12, Josie Swafford.
We saw Swafford in the circle yesterday. She did a pretty good job. She found herself in some sticky situations early on, but managed to escape the jams and limit the Lady Buffs to only 4 runs. Just the offense was not there yesterday for the Aggies. But that 2-out double, seems the Aggies are going to try to change that approach here today and start things off early on. Swafford looked at that one for a strike. 0-1 pitch on the way from Wilson. Swafford's going to ground this one back up the middle. Diving play by Johnson on from her knees. Not in time. Swafford safe at first. Boren comes around to score. Great effort there by Johnson to keep it on the infield, but just the throw was not in time as Swafford was busting down the line. Get a good look at the replay right here. She got a good piece of this one, grounded up the middle. Just the reach of Johnson laying out on that one. From her knees, not in time. She gave it her all there. But good job by Swafford. Going down that line as fast as she can. Taylor Rowley in the box now for the Aggies. Shortstop. She looks at that one upstairs. 1-1 the count. Rowley leaves that one up for a ball. 2-1 count. Wilson 1 pitch away from limiting some damage here. Rowley grounds this one back up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Swafford looks at third. She's going to hold there. Probably a good decision with Salzman out in center. Not going to want to test that arm. Still in scoring position at second base. Aggies with their third hit of the day already here in the top half of the first. That brings up Karis Clark, the first baseman. Now with the runner in scoring position, as well as Rowley out there on first and second for the Aggies. Wilson finding herself some trouble here early on. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 count to Clark. Wilson, 1.37 ERA on the year. She's thrown in 61 innings on the season, allowed 44 hits. She's only walked 22, and she struck out 31. Wilson's going to keep the ball in the zone and make her defense work. And just some ground balls finding the holes here early on. But Wilson dots that one there on the outside corner for strike 2. 1-2 count now to Clark. And Wilson looking for a big pitch right here to get out of this one. And that one just misses. Possibly a little inside there. Home plate umpire Mark Allard not giving that one to Wilson. So we get an umpire check real quick. As we said, Mark Allard at home plate. We'll have Chris Riley out at first and Donnie Rundle umpiring over at third. Good crew out there today. Working a great game here. Good competition between these two teams. 2-2 pitch. That one's going to be grounded over to Boyer at first. She fields it cleanly, steps on her bag. Wilson limits the damage, but one run comes across the score for the Aggies. Freshman Gabby McConnell going to lead things off, followed by Ruby Salzman and Emily Boyer when we come back here in the bottom half of the first, right here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Suddenlink is now Optimum, with award-winning internet, TV, and mobile, giving you the power to get closer and go farther with speed and reliability. With our new 100% fiber internet we're building, together with Optimum Mobile, voted #1 in customer satisfaction, you'll get the complete connectivity you deserve. And when you combine Optimum's award-winning connectivity with our 24/7 customer service, your future is only a connection away.
Gabby McConnell going to lead things off for the Lady Buffs. Robin Bales in the circle for the Aggies. She's going to have to face a tough offensive Lady Buff lineup. So we're going to see here Gabby McConnell leading things off, followed by Ruby Salzman in the 2-hole. Boyer out in the 3-hole. Murtha rounding things off in the 4-hole, followed by Madison Johnson, Maddie Goddell in the 6-hole. Julie Guzman in the 7-hole. Lauren Granger right after that. And rounding things off in the 9-hole is going to be Brittany Rufus.
For your Lady Buffs, number 10, Gabby McConnell.
These Lady Buffs have been a real offensive threat all year to every team they faced. But the Aggies starting off strong in the top half of the first. We're going to see if the Lady Buffs can answer back here. First pitch on the way from Bales. In there for a strike. 0-1 count now to McConnell. The young freshman having a stellar year so far. 355 on the season. She's got 1 home run. She's only struck out 10 times on the year in 152 at-bats. Now, as anybody doing that, that's very impressive. We spoke a little bit about it yesterday, that none of these teams have anyone in their rosters over 30 strikeouts. But you get a look at young freshman Gabby McConnell with 152 at-bats, only striking out 10 times. Now, knock on wood, hopefully we're not jinxing it right now, but that's a very impressive freshman campaign. And she leads things off with a base hit there. as that one gets down past the diving outfielder Richmond. Good effort there, but the wind pulls it a little more towards the right side of the field. Leadoff single by McConnell.
After that leadoff single, that brings up number 7, Ruby Solomon.
And McConnell's always a huge threat to steal. You can never be slacking when McConnell's out there on the base path. McConnell with 22 stolen bases on the season. She's got Ruby Salzman in the box now. First pitch, Salzman fouls that one off. Salzman with a big day yesterday. Spoke a little bit earlier, 2 for 4, big 2-run home run. That home run putting her second all-time in Lady Buff career history. 65 total home runs in her career and still counting as she keeps going with the season. 2 games left today as well as playoffs. Salzman here on Senior Day, she's had an amazing career in her Lady Buff uniform. 5 years out in center field. 1-1 pitch to her. She lifts that one up. That's going to be popped up down the right first base side. Out of the glove of Clark as she tried to make the basket catch, but that one pops out of her glove. And that's a big sigh of relief there for Salzman as she's going to get another chance. We'll have to see if that mistake can be accounted for. Salzman can get on base after that. Her being such an offensive threat, that's not one you want to give another chance to play like that. 1-2 pitch to Salzman. She's going to ground this one straight into the ground. That's going to roll foul. Bales out in the circle on this one, making her 20th start on the year. She's got an ERA of 3.5, and she's got a win-loss record of 12-7. She's thrown 12 complete games with four shutouts on the year. Pitched in 107 innings. She's struck out 82 batters and only given up 99 hits. She's held her opponents to a .239 average. But those numbers could change with a huge Lady Buff lineup here. Salzman crushes this one. That's going to be high up there. Is that going to stay in the yard? That's going to get just over the bullpen fence. And it takes the glove of left fielder Mick Murdy as well into the Lady Buff bullpen. And good effort there. Just able to sneak past her glove, the ball was, and get into that bullpen for a foul ball. Salzman stays alive here with a 1-2 count to her. McConnell still over there on first base. We haven't seen her take off just yet. Salzman fights it off again. Staying alive, Salzman is in this one. So talking about not striking out yesterday, each team offensively was only held to 3 strikeouts apiece. And these two teams, not easy strikeouts. No one in that lineup is going to be an easy out. Salzman, 1-2 count to her. She's going to ground this one. 5-6 hole fielded by the third baseman. French tosses it over to get McConnell out at second base. Going to get Salzman on the fielder's choice. Close play there at second as McConnell was hustling over there to second base. Get a good look here on the replay. Good play there by French to get rid of it quick. Just able to beat McConnell. Diving into second base, trying to beat the throw. 1 out, that brings up Emily Boyer. Get a good look at the dugout here. Lady Buffs wearing their rally caps, because that's been a new tradition here at Schaefer Park we've seen this year. Bring out the hats, bring out the wins. It seems to be the motto. Emily Boyer in the box. Boyer with a complete game in the circle yesterday as well. As she rounded out her 16th win of the year in the circle. She also went 1 for 2 with an RBI in the box. And she's had a tremendous year both in the circle and in the batter's box as well. 2-1 now to Boyer. The Lady Buffs have really relied on Boyer this whole season, and she's been their go-to. She's been in the 3-hole most of this year, and she's been in the circle game 1 most series in the Lone Star Conference. And as a freshman, that's If you can rely on a freshman to do that, then the rest of your team can back that up even better. And that's what Coach Mook really loves about this team, this depth on this Lady Buff staff. Big swing there by Boyer. 2-2 count now to her. Swung on a miss. Boyer goes down on that one. The high cheese gets her. 2 outs now for the Aggies on defense. Good job by Bales. Changing the eye level there on the 6'1" Emily Boyer. Great pitch there by her. Murtha now in the box. Salzman takes off for second base. She's in there. She's able to beat the throw. Close play there. Kamari Edwards late with the tag. And Boren, good throw, just not in time to catch the speedy Salzman. Good slide there by Salzman. Good jump there she had with her 17th stolen base of the season. These Lady Buffs are going to cause some chaos out on that base path any way they can. 2 outs now with the runner in scoring position. Murtha looks at that one. 2-0 count now to her. Murtha, another huge threat for this Lady Buff lineup. 360 average on the year. She's got 12 home runs as well with 38 RBIs. And takes that one right in there for a strike. 2-1 count now to her. Murtha gives a little head nod. Maybe wants that one back. And she gets it again. She's going to lift that one deep into left center field. And that gets up and over the wall. Diana Murtha. 2-run shot. And that gives the Lady Buffs the lead. Murtha, 13th home run on the season. There's the traffic cone. You see the rally caps all out there. These Lady Buff fans are loving it. Good look. Murtha got the same pitch that she took right before that, right down the middle. She's able to crush that one. Deepest part of the field out in the corner, back in left center field, right next to the Buff Corral. 2-1 Lady Buffs, bottom half of the first. We're off to an exciting start here. And we got 14 more innings to play also. Gonna be a great day of softball out here. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't be going anywhere. So much action coming on for you here today. Madison Johnson in the box now for the Lady Buffs. As it seemed Robin Bales was going to find her way out of that one, but Diana Murtha able to capitalize on him. What seemed to be a mistake pitch there by Bales. Johnson fights that one off. 0-2 count now to Johnson. Johnson pokes this one. Edwards over that second base, going to flip it to first baseman Karis Clark. Damage done by the Lady Buffs. 2-1 after the first inning. Top half of the second coming up next. Kendall McDaniel leading things off for the Aggies.
Lady Buffs in the bottom of the first inning scored.
Since 1933, the Panhandle Plains Historical Museum has housed the vast history of Panhandle Plains, given back to the community, and provided educational resources to those who live here. Located on the campus of West Texas A&M University, PPHM is free to all students, faculty, and staff at WT. We offer volunteer opportunities, internships, and hands-on research experience. From prehistoric times to pioneer travels, there's something for everyone at the largest history museum in Texas. Stop by and see us sometime. Oh, and don't forget, go Buffs!
First pitch by Wilson. Gonna miss upstairs for a ball. 1-0 now to the freshman McDaniel. McDaniel lifts this one up into right field. Guzman seems to be under that one. Makes the grab there. One away. Top half of the second for the Lady Buffs.
Now batting for 2, Macy McMurtry.
Macy McMurdy in the box now for the Aggies. First pitch to her is taken there for a ball. 1-0 count to her. McMurdy was 0 for 3 in the game yesterday, looking to change her fate here. Good look at that one downstairs. 2-0 count now to McMurdy. In her 31st start on the year, she's batting 190. The slap hitter's got 12 hits on the season and 63 at-bats. She grounds that one back up the middle. McConnell able to field it. Gets McMurdy in time, out number 2. Go the Aggies.
Now batting for 19, Michaela Richmond.
Michaela Richmond in the box now for the Aggies. Center fielder, batting the 9-hole. And she gets jammed on the hands. Johnson playing in, able to make it play in time. Gets Richmond. 3 up, 3 down, go the Aggies. Lady Buffs coasting along here. Maddie Goddell going to lead things off in the bottom half of the second. It's senior day here at Schaefer Park. Thanks for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Buffs!
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
Maddie Goddell set to lead things off for the Lady Buffs, bottom half of the second. We're underway here. Busy day at Buffalo Sports Complex today. We got baseball 2 games later today over at Wilder Park right next door. We also are hosting a track meet as well at the WT Track and Field Center. And we also have senior day here for the Lady Buffs. That'll be concluded after game 2. That ceremony will take place. And we also have Bark in the Park going on today, both at the baseball field as well as here at Schaefer Park. So we got a lot of things going on here. It's going to be a great day. We're going to look for some dogs, get some good doggy shots for you folks over there at home. We got dogs everywhere. 1-1 count to Goddell. Maddie Goddell in the box. 2-1 count to her. Goddell lifts that one up. That's going to be fouled off. 2 strikes now to Goddell. Goddell in her first start of the season. The senior playing possibly last time at home. She goes down swinging there. More at-bats coming on the day from Maddie Geidel. She goes down swinging. 1 out away, bottom half of the second. That brings up Julie Guzman in the box for the Lady Buffs.
Now batting number 2, Julie Guzman.
Guzman, another senior, being honored here today for Senior Day. Rounding out her 4th year here at WT. Takes that one in there for a strike. A 1 count to Guzman. But Guzman had a tremendous career here in a West Texas A&M uniform. Big part of that 2021 National Championship team. She was the right fielder her freshman year. Her sophomore year, excuse me. That was right after the COVID year. That's why it confused me a little bit. That messed up all the classifications and years for everyone. Guzman able to lift that one into right field. And she's on board with a 1-out base hit. Because that 2020 season got canceled halfway through. And then some people decided to return back for the 2021 season. So a lot of people's classifications got mixed up during that year. Lauren Granger, freshman in the box for the Lady Buffs. She's behind the plate here in this one. She takes that one upstairs for a ball. She's hitting .238 on the season so far. Granger shoots this one right between the legs of Bales up the middle for a base hit. And Lauren Granger on board with a 1-out knock right between the legs. Bales able to escape, possibly taking one right off the shin right there. That one gets through.
Now batting number 20,
Guzman moves up there to second base.
Rufus.
And Lauren Granger is safely on board first base with a 1-out knock. Brittany Rufus in the box now for the Lady Buffs. Rufus leading the team in average, currently .398 on the year and 118 at-bats. She's got 24 RBIs along with 6 home runs as well. Rufus lifts that one up. And French is going to run out of room over there at third base as that one falls into the Lady Buffs dugout for a foul ball. 0-1 to Rufus. Rufus, an impressive stat she has that not many people can say. She's got 3 inside the park home runs on the season. 2 of those taking place here at Schaefer Park and 1 last weekend at Lubbock Christian. Rufus is extremely fast. Big swing there by her. 0-2 to Rufus. But Rufus on the year, 12 stolen bases. She's only been thrown out once, but 3 inside the park home runs. I mean, she's got that little alley in right center there. That's where she got one of them, I remember, but Rufus is a speed demon. She pokes that one into center field. And over the shoulder grab there by Richmond. Guzman tags up on the play. She gets the third safely. Good stop there by Richmond to make the grab. First and third now for the Lady Buffs. Top of the order, Gabby McConnell stepping in the box. 1 for 1. Singled her last time up. And Coach Mudd calling time right here. Possibly going to get a pinch runner right here, it appears. Yes, we are. Ruby Moore is going to come along with the pinch run there for Lauren Granger. Possibly looking to cause some havoc outside on the base path with that move. Ruby Moore on first base now. Julie Guzman out there at third, and McConnell in the box. Salzman on deck. Don't want her coming up with the bases loaded in this situation if you're an Aggies fan. And McConnell shows bunt. She bunts through it. Fake throw from McDaniel behind the plate. Ruby Moore Coasts in second safely. Stolen base there by Moore. And McConnell at the strike as she went around the bunt. 0-1 now to McConnell. Two runners out there in scoring position. Big runs up there for McConnell. Looks at that one. Just off the plate from Robin Bales. Robin Bales, the senior from Elk City, Oklahoma, transferred in from Arkansas Tech. She's been a big asset in the circle for the Aggies all year. She's got 2 strikes now to McConnell. And McConnell gets in on the hands right there. Good play there by Rowley at short, able to get McConnell in time. Close play there, but it looked like the throw just beat McConnell in time. We'll get a good look here on the replay. And we'll see good play out there but short by Rowley. Slow roller, she comes through it, throws on the run. Just in time to get speedy McConnell. Coach Mook appears to disagree. First base umpire Chris Riley not budging at that time. Lady Buffs held scoreless in the bottom half of the second. And before we head to break, appears the umpires are going to get together to discuss this. It looked like McConnell was out, but maybe home plate umpire Allard saw otherwise. Quick conversation by the umpires. Riley sticks to his call, and McConnell is called out at first base. Lady Buffs do indeed be held scoreless in the bottom half of the second. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, Emily Wilson still in the circle, going to face the top half of the lineup for the Aggies. Kamari Edwards leading things off when we come back. Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Edwards in the box, going to lead things off. Top half of the third coming up. And Lauren Granger's coming back into the game. She's going to be behind the plate for the Lady Buffs. And we're also going to get a change, defensive change for the Lady Buffs. Megan Gerke going to move on to play first base for the Lady Buffs. But Kamari Edwards, another senior here for the Aggies. She's had an amazing career at Cameron. Looking at all her accolades here, she's got a lot of them. And Edwards going to ground this one to the 5-6 hole. Johnson on the backhand. Strong throw just over the head of Gerke. Edwards on first safely with a hit. But speaking of her accolades, one recently that really sticks out, she was nominated for NCAA Woman of the Year back in 2022 last season. And that's an amazing accomplishment because that speaks about her character as well as her athletic ability as well. Along with National Freshman of the Year finalist, LSC Freshman of the Year. She's got a ton of awards. Kamari Edwards rounding out her career at the end. Whenever Cameron's season concludes, she's left her legacy in the Aggies uniform. Another senior coming up for the Aggies. First pitch to French. It's taken for a ball. Kylie French from Hara, Oklahoma. Edwards off to second base. Throw by Granger. Gets into center field. Salzman there to back it up. Edwards into second base safely with her 12th stolen base on the season. Another senior, as we said, Kylie French. She's tremendous career as well. All years in an Aggie uniform. As sacrifice bunt by her. Moves up Edwards to third base. And French sacrifice bunt out at first.
Number 13, Kate Boren.
But her French played most games in her freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and starting all games her junior year as well as this season for her. Tremendous career as well for Kylie French in a Cameron Aggies uniform. Not a senior this time around. Sophomore Caden Boren in the box now. Right fielder today for the Aggies. We saw her behind the plate yesterday. So multiple positions for her. She crushes that one in right center field. Past the diving Salzman as full extension as Salzman was. Gets past her. Boren round second into third safely. One out triple from Caden Boren. And that ties things up and gives them a 2-2 ball game here. Top half of the third. Get a good look. She smoked that ball in the right center field. Salzman was shifted towards the gap, but just out of her reach as she went full effort there. Couldn't make the grab in time. Boren safely into third base. One out triple. That ties things up. 2-2 ball game. Josie Swafford in the box now for the Aggies. Takes that one outside for a ball. Swafford lifts that one in deep right center field. Back. Guzman makes the running grab. That's going to be deep enough to score. Boren from third base. Sacrifice fly gives the Aggies a 3-2 lead here in the top half of the third. Good team at bat there by Josie Swafford. Another senior in a Cameron Aggie uniform. Gets an RBI right there. 3-2 the Aggies lead. 2 outs here in the top half of the third. Taylor Rowley in the box now for the Aggies. First pitch of her taken in the dirt for a ball. Rowley looks at that one on the corner for a strike. 1-1 count to her. Rowley singled her last time up. She smoked that one down the line, foul. One-two to Rowley. Wilson still looking for a first strikeout on the day. Wilson with the pitch. And that one's going to be chopped foul. Back behind home plate. Rowley stays alive. That one's outside. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Taylor Rowley in the box. Karis Clark on deck. Hoping to get up with some runners on base right here Rowley can find a way on against Wilson. 2-2 pitch on the way. Fouled away again. Rowley stays alive. Rowley, hot shot, diving play by Murtha at third from her knees, in time. What a tremendous play by Diana Murtha. Rowley got all of that ball, just hit it just to the glove side of Murtha. Tremendous play by Diana Murtha. But the Aggies come across home plate twice. They take the lead. Ruby Salzman leading things off for the Lady Buffs. Bottom half of the third coming up. Aggies leading this one 3-2.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Delicious, refreshing, Pepsi.
We know that egg producers don't quit at 5 p.m. We don't quit until the job's done either. Bankers' hours don't apply at First United Bank because we believe egg lending isn't a 9-to-5 job. While you're out working the fields or managing the herd, we're making sure your money is working too. Whether it's for livestock, land, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant ag lenders in the state and have been burning the midnight oil since 1907. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
Salzman in the box, going to lead things off. Bottom half of the third coming up. Salzman 0 for 1 on the day. Fielder's choice for last time up. You hear those dogs barking out there. We're looking for them, folks. We're going to try to get you some doggy shots as soon as we see them. First pitch misses way inside there to Salzman. But I hear them everywhere. I just can't see them from my point of view. Hopefully we can get a camera on them at some point if we find one. But we're looking. 1-0 count now to Salzman. Salzman lifts that one up. Rowley fights the sun. She's able to make the grab. Salzman put away. 1 out for her in the bottom half of the third. And Emily Boyer in the box now. First pitch to Boyer misses downstairs for a ball. 1-0 count to her. (2-0) now to Boyer. Boyer struck out her first time up. Big swing and a miss there. Emily Boyer, freshman, coming to Canyon, Texas from Harrisburg, South Dakota. And she's making her mark in the Lone Star State. The South Dakotian, I believe is the proper term. And she's going to look at that one. Nowhere close. That's ball 4. Boyer's going to reach first base safely, bringing up the dangerous Diana Murtha. Had a great day so far, and we're still only in the bottom half of the third inning. two-run home run in the first, and we saw that diving play she made to end last half inning. She's got Boyer on first base here. Bales just misses upstairs with that one. So far, she's gone 2 1/3 innings so far. She's allowed 4 hits. She's given up 2 earned runs. She's only walked 1, and she struck out 2 batters so far. And the 1 home run she's given up was to Diana Murtha. Looking for some vengeance. Robin Bales fires that one in there for a strike. 2-1 to Murtha. Murtha fouls that one way down the left field line. Even count, 2-2 now to Murtha. That one's taken downstairs. Full count now to Diana Murtha. And Boyer on first base. Murtha lifts that one deep to left field. The jumping grab falls out of the glove of McMurdy as she crashed into the fence. Tremendous effort, unable to hang on to it. Murtha is held at first with a single. Boyer moves to second safely. Just missed a home run by a couple feet here. Had to get it up over the wall as well, but McMurdy crashing into the wall as she leaped up to make the catch. Just falls out of her glove. And 1 out for Madison Johnson, stepping up to the plate now. First and second for her. Looking to make something happen here. A lot of excitement so far in this one. Johnson looks at that one upstairs for a ball. And Johnson flies that one to deep center field. Richmond all the way back to the warning track. She's able to make the grab over the shoulder. Throws it to Rowley, cutoff, gets away from her. She throws it home. Boyer coming around to score. Throws in time as McDaniel puts the tag on Boyer. And that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. What a tremendous play there by Richmond. Short hopped Rowley on the cutoff. Rowley stuck with it. Good throw home in time to get Boyer as she came around to score. Good look here. Look at Richmond tracking it. Wind helping it over the shoulder. Reaches out, makes the grab. Gets away from Rowley a little bit. Boyer sees that, comes around to score. She's able to make the throw in time. Right to McDaniel behind the plate in time. Boyer's thrown out. No runs that inning for the Lady Buffs. Top half of the 4th coming up. Emily Wilson still in the circle. Karis Clark going to lead things off for the Aggies.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas. We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Welcome back. Top half of the fourth, Karis Clark leading things off. She's 0 for 1 on the day. Another senior for the Aggies in her second year. In a Cameron uniform. And see Emily Boyer out there in the Lady Buff bullpen getting loose. Possibly we'll see her back in the circle at some point today or even this game. Clark fouls that one off. But Karis Clark started in 44 games last season while hitting .304 on the year. She had 7 home runs and 22 RBIs. That was her junior year last season. She comes in from Mustang, Oklahoma, rounding out her career and hoping her career is not done too soon, as the Cameron Aggies are still fighting for a playoff spot. As we'll see the Lone Star Conference tournament take place next weekend. Check swing fouled off by Clark. Full count to her. The Lone Star Conference tournament will most likely see take place at UT Tyler if standings hold as they are now. Cameron will be coming into the Lone Star Conference tournament, and they will be looking to make a statement there as Karis Clark drives that one into right center field. That's going to get past Salzman into the gap. Clark coasts into second, slides in safely. She's in there with a leadoff double. Good swing there by Clark, going the other way. Full count. Good backspin. Keeps her hands inside the ball right there. Right in the alley, right center field. Salzman, good strong throw into second base. Makes it closer than it probably would have been if she didn't throw it all the way into second base. But great job by Emily Wilson as that concludes her day. Another senior, Emily Wilson. Great job by her. And hopefully we'll see her again at some point today. Emily Wilson, tremendous time in a Lady Buff uniform as well. Heidi Vortherms in the circle now for the Lady Buffs, as we haven't gotten to see too much of Heidi, unfortunately, this year. Some injuries holding her out. She's back on the circle in this one. She's got a 1.38 ERA on the year. She started in 11 games on the season. She's thrown in 40 innings, allowed 26 hits. She struck out 63 in those 40 innings pitched. She's back and she's ready to go. And hopefully hold Karis Clark at second base.
Now ready for 6, Kendall McDaniel.
McDaniel in the box for the Aggies. Takes that one downstairs. First pitch from Vortherms in there for a ball. But the Aggies going back to the Lone Star Conference tournament. The Aggies will be coasting into that, most likely in the 5th seed in that 10-team tournament. Vortherms in there for a strike, 1-1 count to McDaniel. And looking at regional rankings, South Central region is where these two teams will lie. West Texas A&M sitting in the 2nd seed, currently in the region, and Cameron sitting in 8th at the time being. Swung on a miss there by McDaniel. 1-2 count to her. So it seems that West Texas A&M seems like they got a pretty good chance that they know they'll be playing the week after the conference tournament. Cameron still got to secure their spot, as that's a 10-team tournament as well. They're sitting at 8th at the time being. Daniel fights that one off. 1-2 still to her. Cameron on the year, 29-18 for their season. Lady Buffs 43-5 on the year. But those records could be pushed aside here in this one. McDaniel holds her swing there, 2-2 count, as currently the Aggies lead the Lady Buffs 3-2 in the top half of the fourth. Nobody out. Karis Clark still on second base. 2-2 pitch on the way from Heidi Vortherms. And off speed gets McDaniel. Swing over the top of that one. Heidi Vortherms straight out of the bullpen into the circle. Gets a strikeout right away. Great job by her. That's exactly why Coach Michael Mook put her in there. Vortherms misses outside there for a ball. Macy McMurdy in the box. That one's in the dirt. To her, gets away from Granger. Clark's going to move up to third safely.
Is that a hacky sack? Is it a hacky sack?
2-0 pitch on the way from Vortherms. Clark in there at third base. And McMurdy's going to try do whatever she can to bring her home. 3-0 now to her. And that one misses downstairs. 4-pitch walk to Macy McMurdy. She's going to reach first base safely. Possibly not the worst situation there for the Lady Buffs. Now they have a double play ball chance to get that done. Michaela Richmond in the box now for the Aggies.
Coming into pinch run for
Substitution for the Aggies. We're going to have a pinch runner. Coming in a pinch run for Clark at third base. On third base, excuse me. Number 3, Riley Ross. Freshman from Newcastle, Oklahoma. First time seeing her in this series. So she comes in to run at third base. Macy McMurdy on first base after that 4-pitch walk. Michaela Richmond, we saw her make a great play to end the Lady Buff threat in the bottom half of the third, reaching over the shoulder to make the grab, and then teaming up with Taylor Rowley at short, gunning down Boyer to end the Lady Buff threat. Richmond in the box now, looking to get an RBI tally of her own. She takes that one for a ball. Nonetheless, we got a rundown going on.
By the way, can you leave and come back?
And some confusion going on here. Macy McMurdy at first base as Heidi Vortherms had the ball in the circle and McMurdy went back to first on the steal. I'm not too sure what they're arguing about right now, but appears that Coach Mook saw something that he thought should have been called. Something with McMurdy over at first base. I think they're talking about something by the time Heidi Vortherms got the ball in the circle with her with McMurdy's movement at first base. I'm just not too sure what they're saying. Time being, hopefully we can get some more information for you on that. Hopefully we can get some information for you guys and we can work on that and find out what the discrepancy is. While we get situated and figure out what's going on, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to roll this commercial break and we'll come back. Hopefully we can get some information to find out what's going on. Stay with us right here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Delicious, refreshing, Pepsi.
We know that egg producers don't quit at 5 p.m. We don't quit until the job's done either. Bankers' hours don't apply at First United Bank because we believe egg lending isn't a 9-to-5 job. While you're out working the fields or managing the herd, we're making sure your money is working too. Whether it's for livestock, land, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant egg lenders in the state and have been burning the midnight oil since 1907. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
We're still trying to figure out exactly what was going on. We're still provided with little information at the time being. But give a little recap what happened. McMurdy over at first base. She's on first base, and we had Ross over there at third. McMurdy stole second, or was attempting to steal second. She got caught in a rundown. And Lady Buffs gave the ball back to Heidi Vortherms in the circle. And from there, it seemed that McMurdy went back to first base, but that appears to be the confusion of what she did. Not too sure, but we think it has something to do with the look-back rule that is involved in softball, which is basically when the pitcher has the ball in the circle and the runner who's in between bases can either decide to move on to the next base or retreat back to the previous base. But if the runner stands in the middle and does not make an attempt to go either way when that ball's in the circle, she's called out. So it appears that they're arguing that McMurdy did not make the decision when Heidi Vortherms had the ball in the circle. And so that is what Coach Mook is arguing. So if that's the case, and if this call is called by the outfielders, or excuse me, by the umpires, then McMurdy should be ruled out, and we'll have 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th. And so if that's the case, that seems that that's what's going to happen. And McMurdy, if she did not make the decision to go either forward or backward, she should be ruled out. And we believe that's what Coach Mook is making the case for at the time being. As potentially a big play right here in the middle of the ball game. Still the score of 3-2, first and third. This goes back to NCAA Rule 12.16, look-back rule. And that appears to be what's going on right now. Let's get a look at the replay right here. So we're going to be watching for pardon us, that's not the right replay, but looking at the look-back rule, Rule 12.16.1, the look-back rule is in effect. This is straight from the NCAA rule book. Read it to you, it's not too long. The look-back rule is in effect when the ball is live, the batter-runner has touched first base, and the pitcher has possession. Parentheses, for example, has the ball in her hand or glove, under her arm or chin, or between her legs, and control of the ball within the pitcher's circle. The pitcher is considered to be in the pitcher's circle when both her feet are within the circle or on the lines. So if Heidi Vortherms had the ball in the circle and McMurdy was still in between first and second base, which she was, if McMurdy did not decide to go forward to second base or backwards to first base, she should be ruled out. And that's what Coach Mook is arguing for right here, saying that McMurdy did not make a decision and just stood in the middle of first and second, which you cannot do. And he's making his case here. And we don't have all the facts, but we're just taking an assumption as that's what happened right here. Great job by our staff crew here from Thunder Vision and up here in the press box, doing their best to find out what's going on and getting the best information they can to our production crew and to myself. So big shout out to all of our staff and crew. Thank you guys very much. But after all the commotion, it appears we're going to get back to play. McMurdy's still on first base, so maybe that wasn't the case all along. Or maybe the call was just not overturned. Either way, hopefully we get all the facts for you guys soon. Shout out to our crew getting all the best information as much as they can. Either way, Michaela Richmond still in the box for the Aggies. First and third, Riley Ross on third base. And Macy McMurdy on first base. One out, Richmond in the box. .1-0 pitch on the way from Heidi Vortherms out there in the circle. And McMurdy off to second base again. But she makes it easy for everyone, and she just slides into second base easily. As the throw was cut off by second baseman Gabby McConnell. Lady Buffs were more worried about Ross over there on third, trying to prevent the run from coming across home plate. McMurdy into second base safely. Strike on the pitch to Michaela Richmond. 1-1 count to her. Infield in for the Lady Buffs. Outfield also shifted in a little bit, trying to prevent this run from coming home. Missed bunt. Possible safety squeeze attempt right there. 1-2 count to Richmond. Big pitch on the way from Vortherms, looking to get Richmond, find a way to retire her without having those runs come across. Richmond fights that one off. Still 1-2 count. Richmond grounded out to short. Her last time up, ground out here is not going to do it. She needs something either in the air to get through whole of the infield right now, because the infield's playing in, trying to get that runner at home plate. Not wanting Riley Ross on third base to score. 1-2 pitch on the way from Vortherms. Misses outside. Told you we were in for some excitement. And we sure have had it here in this one. And it keeps coming along. 2-2 pitch on the way. Big strikeout from Vortherms. She's fired up. Catcher Lauren Granger's loving it. The dugout's loving it. Lady Buff fans loving it. 2 strikeouts straight out of the bullpen for Heidi Vortherms. Big delay. Didn't seem to faze her, as she got a huge strikeout there. Now she's 1 pitch away from escaping this jam. Top of the lineup, though, she's facing a tough Kamari Edwards in the box. who had a base hit her last time up. She's 1 for 2 on the day, is the senior. Swung on miss on that one. Good pitch by Vortherms. 0-1 count to Kamari Edwards. Edwards looking for a big knock right here. Could use those 2 runs. 1-run lead is not safe against this Lady Buff lineup. And the Aggies know that. They're looking to get some more insurance runs on the board. Edwards swung and missed at that one. 0-2 count now to her. Kylie French on deck for the Aggies. Looking to keep the line moving. 2 strikes to Edwards. Still have first base open here. Maybe try to get her to chase something out of the zone, not risk it with a dangerous leadoff hitter. And she does chase it up and out of the zone. Heidi Vortherms fired up. She's loving it. 3 strikeouts for her right out of the bullpen. And Heidi Vortherms limits the damage. Get a look at this. Rise ball up and out of the zone. Kamari Edwards. No chance on that one. Great job by Vortherms. Lady Buffs fired up. Let's see if they can get some momentum and put some runs across the board. Bottom half of the 4th coming up. Lady Buffs trail 3-2.
A onside kick. Landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
The shot of the dog, but I think the dog had to go potty. So the doggy left. Bark in the Park, senior day. A lot of action here at Schaefer Park and Buffalo Sports Complex. Exciting game, and it's only game 1. We got another one for you that'll come up right after the conclusion of this one. 30 minutes after we finish this one, we'll have game 2 for you. And if it's half as exciting as this one's been so far, we'll still be in for a treat. Maddie Goodell in the box for the Lady Buffs. Robin Bale still in the circle for the Aggies. Starting her 4th inning of work. She's surrendered 5 hits, allowed 2 runs. She's walked 1 and only struck out 2 so far. But those 2 runs coming off Diana Murtha's big 2-run home run back in the 1st inning, which played at her as well as Ruby Salzman. 2-0 count to Goodell. Struck out her last time up. That one nowhere close. Bale's way outside on that one. 3-0 now to her. And Goodell looks at that one. Taken from the start right there, she was. Bales floats that one in there. 3-1 count to Maddie Goodell. Time called by Goodell. Goodell looking to get on base here. She gets the start here in this senior day. But she wants to hit, and I don't blame her. She took a big swing at that one, but she fouled that one away. Full count now to Goodell. But this is Goodell's first start in the year. She's only played in 14 games. This is her 16th at-bat on the season coming up in this one. So we're hoping Maddie can get on base any way possible here. Hopefully come around to score 2. The Lady Buffs could use that as they trail 1 here. But Guidell goes down swinging. Bales all the way back. 3-0. Comes up. Good pitch there, low and inside. Right on the back of the plate. And gets Guidell swinging.
Now batting number 2, Julie Guzman.
Bales records her third strikeout on the day. Julie Guzman in the box, singled her last time up. First pitch of hers taken inside for a ball. Guzman, another senior. She's had a great year so far this year, as well as her whole career. But this year particularly, this has been her best season statistic-wise so far. She's hitting .284 on the season with 7 doubles. Big swing there, fouled away. She's got 7 doubles and 7 home runs. That's the most home runs she's had in her career, slugging .541. Big numbers for Julie Guzman right there. Awesome to see her have a great year to round out what a terrific career she has had in a West Texas A&M uniform. She takes strike 2, though, right there on the outside corner. 1-2 now to Guzman. Guzman starting in all games this season so far. Game number 50 right here coming up today. Upstairs 2-2 count to Guzman. Guzman lifts this one up. And shortstop rally evaded by the Sun, and she could not get it, but that ball landed just foul. She pulled away at the last second. Tough time with the Sun. But luckily for the Aggies, that one fell foul. You see her battling the Sun right there. Has her glove up, but she just couldn't see it. She just couldn't get it. But luckily for them, that ball lands foul. And also, luckily for Guzman, she gets another chance, so we'll see who could take advantage of that right here. 2-2 pitch to Guzman on the way. Guzman lifts this one deep to right field. Ooh, that one just foul, but that one did clear the fence. Guzman showing some pop right there, but the wind possibly just pushing that foul, as we see that wind is blowing still from left to right. Guzman stays alive, though. Still 2-2 count on the way. Guzman looks at that one on the corner. Bales gets her 4th strikeout on the day. They're able to capitalize on the potential fall-in pop-up from the Sun. Granger in the box, singled her last time up. Takes that one in there for a strike. Granger, a freshman, coming to Canyon, Texas from Minnetonka, Minnesota. Granger turns on that one. That's going to get over the dugout. 2 strikes on her. Granger on the season, .256. She's seen good amount of time on the season. Started in 16 games. Behind the plate, she's appeared in 22. She's gotten 42 at-bats. Looks at that one outside for a ball. Granger grounds this one. Second baseman Edwards makes the play. Nothing doing that half inning for the Lady Buffs. 3 up, 3 down they go. Robin Bales continues to coast along. After 4 total innings of play, the Cameron Aggies lead this one 3-2.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shim and Dillon Group for your appointment today.
Welcome back into Schaefer Park. You're tuning in on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Tremendous day here at Schaefer Park. Home faithful Lady Buff fans are here and they're packed. As we see huge Lady Buff fan there, Buffalo hat and all. It's a packed house here at Schaefer Park. Fans are into this one. Big matchup. Cameron Aggies leading still 3-2 here in the top half of the fifth. It's senior day as well as Bark in the Park. Dogs are barking, but they don't want to come watch softball right now, or sit in the stands at least. Hopefully they come soon, and we'll show you guys as much doggy footage as we can. First pitch from Heidi Vortherms, missed for a ball inside. Kylie French in the box. Looks at that one downstairs, 2-0 now to French. .3-0 now to French. .3-0 pitch on the way to Kylie French. Looks at that one. And French thought she had a walk. Allard behind the plate. Home plate umpire Mark Allard says otherwise. 3-1 now to Kylie French. Heidi Vortherms not looking to issue for any free passes here. Swung on. Hot shot over the Murtha. Stopped on the backhand. Great play by Diana Murtha. As French smoked that ball to the backhand side of Diana Murtha. Stuck her glove out. Tremendous play. She's made 2 great plays here in this one, Diana Murtha. And shows why she's been a great player for the Lady Buffs these past 2 seasons. Nice job there by her. Caden Boren, great fielder. Up now for the Aggies. Looks at that one for a ball. She's 2 for 2 on the day. She's seeing it well. She's got a double and a triple in this one with an RBI coming in her last at bat back in the 3rd inning. Big swing there. Rise ball gets her upstairs. 1-1 count to Boren. She smoked that ball in the right center gap, able to go all the way to 3rd base. And she's looking to keep tacking on right here in this one. Good pitch there by Vortherms. Low and away is able to get Boren to roll over foul on that one. Off-speed pitch located well by Vortherms. That's one thing she's known for around the Lone Star Conference is her off-speed pitches. And you can go in there with an approach against Vortherms looking for the off-speed pitch, but then she sneaks a rise ball past you. And you really can't sit on one pitch with her. She's going to throw a different pitch each time, and they're all moving different directions. That's why it makes her so dominant out there in the circle. And her numbers don't lie there, as we covered them a little bit earlier, but her ERA at 1.38, which is tremendously low. But you see 40 innings of pitched, and she struck out 63 batters. That was before she came into the game in this one, where she struck out 3 last inning. So now on the season, we'll have Heidi Vortherms with 66 strikeouts at the time being in only 41 innings pitched. And her numbers don't lie. So you see her ball's moving each way possible on your screen back at home. 2-2 pitch on the way to Caden Boren. Boren fighting off good pitches here, staying alive. See what she can do here. Check swings, not able to hold it. Off-speed pitch by Heidi Vortherms gets Boren swinging over the top of that one. Vortherms with her 4th strikeout on the day in this one. Great pitch there. Dug out by Granger. 2 away here in the top half of the 5th. Josie Swafford in the box now for the Aggies. She's got 2 RBIs on the day. One of those coming in her last time up with a sac fly. And she singled, RBI single her first time up, takes that one upstairs for a ball. Granger tried to stick it on the corner, but called a ball just down low, possibly. 2-0 count now to the cleanup hitter, Josie Swafford in the box, the DP for the Aggies. Another one that just missed. Close pitch there, taken just off the plate. Appears to be 3-0 count now to Swafford. That one's outside. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Swafford brings up Rowley now in the box for the Aggies. First pitch to Rowley. Off-speed pitch out front. On the swing was Rowley for a strike. And that one drops down the 1-1 count to Rowley. As that one got away from Vortherms a little bit. Good stop by Granger. That's a huge stop that would probably go underrated to a lot of people, but great stop there by Granger to keep Swafford on first base and not have her in scoring position here in this close ball game. That's a big stop there by the freshman behind the plate for the Lady Buffs. But 3-1 count now to Taylor Rowley. And that one misses again. Back-to-back walks issued by Heidi Vortherms. Not something you see often from number 41. Time called by Madison Johnson. Trying to calm Heidi down. Talk to her a little bit. 1 pitch away.
How about number 18, Karis Clark?
She's a ground ball away from getting out of this one. And the Lady Buffs looking to roll over the inning here with not allowing any runs to the Aggies, as Brittany Rufus will lead things off in the bottom half of the 5th. And then after Rufus comes the top of the lineup for the Lady Buffs. And that's exactly how you'd want to start the bottom of the 5th if you're trailing down by 1, if you're a Lady Buff fan. Karis Clark now in the box for the Aggies. She doubled her last time up. First pitch on the way from Vortherms. In there for a strike. And that one's outside. Big at-bat here for Karis Clark, looking to add some insurance runs if she can bring home Swafford from second base. Trying to get any more runs they can to pad their lead. That one misses downstairs, 2-1 now the count to Clark. Clark with runners on base, is hitting 156. Looking to add some more hits there. Get RBI opportunity. Twos across the board now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Heidi Vortherm's big pitch for her coming up. Karis Clark looking to stay alive, try to win the at-bat. Big pitch on the way. And that one's lifted into left field. Rufus tracking back, appears to be under it, and she makes the grab, and Heidi Vortherms escapes the jam. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left on base. Heidi Vortherms issued back-to-back walks, able to escape the jam. No runs that inning. We're going to come back in the bottom half of the 5th. You're watching softball right here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
This is gonna be tough. I mean, that's a bag full of Whataburger's Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwiches with tangy buffalo sauce and creamy buttermilk ranch, melty Monterey Jack cheese, and 3 crunchy chicken strips. How long will you have to wait before you enjoy yours? Oh, about that long. Whataburger's Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich is back for a limited time, just like you like it.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for your Bucks, number 20, Brittany Rufus.
Brittany Rufus going to lead things off. Bottom of the 5th. If you're just tuning in, don't click away because you're missing a great game here. Rufus fouls first pitch off down the line. But so far in this one, we're in the bottom half of the 5th. Cameron Aggies leading the Lady Buffs 3-2. 12th ranked West Texas A&M looking to battle back in this one. The Aggies out hitting the Lady Buffs 6-5. Both teams have no errors. It's been an exciting game, a lot of ups and downs, great plays on defense, some big time hits we've seen on both sides. Good pitch there by Robin Bales in the circle for her 5th inning of work. 0-2 count to Rufus. Rufus flew out to center her last time up. Only one at bat. She pops that one up. That's in foul territory down the line. Next to the dugout, sliding play by Taylor Rowley. Made a great catch. What a catch. Talking about tremendous defensive plays. And she made a great one right there. See her tracking the shortstop, covering a lot of ground. Sliding right into the dugout. She hangs on to it. Into the fence. What a tremendous catch from Taylor Rowley at shortstop. Gabby McConnell now in the box for the Lady Buffs. Two-0 to her. Connell 1 for 2 on the day. Singled her first time up back in the 1st inning. McConnell chases one upstairs. She pops that one up. Sun's going to be trouble. Not too much trouble for third baseman French, as Kylie French blocks the Sun. Makes that one look easy. 2 up, 2 down for the Lady Buffs so far.
Number 7, Ruby Salzman.
Dangerous hitter now in the box, Ruby Salzman. Another senior being honored here for Senior Day, tremendous career. And she, 2-out rally. Salzman wants to get going. She starts off first pitch swinging for a knock. Her first hit of the day. It's Salzman looking to get something going here late in this game for the Lady Buffs. Possibly see her steal or try to take second at some point, as she's got 16 stolen bases on the season. Salzman does over on first base. First pitch to Boyer's in there for a strike. And the Aggie bullpen has been quiet all day, but some action going on now down there. They got left-hander getting loose in the bullpen for the Aggies. But 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. That one misses downstairs to Boyer. 1-1 count to her. A lot of foul ground here. A lot of play area for the fans. Great day here at Schaefer Park. Good shot. Of playtime over there in the corner. Young child doesn't want to sit through the whole game, wants to go around and play. I can't blame him. But it's a great game here on the diamond. 1-2 count still to Boyer. Boyer lifts this one into right field. Boren tracks him back, makes the grab as she's backpedaling. Nothing doing that inning for the Lady Buffs besides a Ruby Salzman 2-out single. After that, not much. Coming back in the top half of the 6th. Score remains 3-2. Aggies.
Headquarters and get helped, get fitted, and get your questions answered, and find out about our price matching online today.
Bark in the park at Schaefer Park. We got a beautiful doggy over there. Look at him, all happy, wagging his tail. It's a beautiful day to watch some softball here in Canyon, Texas. We told you we're going to be getting you some doggy footage, and we finally got one. Beautiful smile there by the good boy.
Number 6, Kendall
I'm being
McDaniel.
told his name is Link. Good boy Link over there. Big Lady Buff fan. It's a great day here for some softball. Coming back to the game, Heidi Vortherm still in the circle. Kendall McDaniel in the box. The freshman's 0 for 2 on the day in this one. She's been behind the plate. She was a part of a great play earlier to cut down Emily Boyer, which would have been the tying run. And she's made an impact here in this one. She fouls that one away. 2 strikes to her. As you see the Aggie bullpen getting hot. Looks like Josie Swafford's out there getting warmed up for the Aggies in the bullpen. We saw her throw the whole game there yesterday. And 0-2 pitch misses downstairs. One-two pitch on the way from Heidi Vortherms. And that one misses downstairs for a ball. That's going to even the count. 2-2 now to Kendall McDaniel. And McDaniel goes down swinging. Heidi Vortherms gets McDaniel to swing over the top of that one. She registers her 5th strikeout on the day in this one. Get a good look here. That one just drops right down. McDaniel swinging right over the top. It's exactly what Vortherms wanted out there in the circle. That brings up Macy McMurdy now in the box for the Aggies. First pitch to McMurdy's taken outside for a ball. 1-0 to her. That one misses outside again. 2-0 now. McMurdy walked her last time up. We saw the first and third steal, which she caused, which is what she was trying to do, cause some chaos, and she did. We had a little delay, discussion by the umpires, but she did exactly what she was asked of. But she was held on base, unable to score that inning were the Aggies. 3-0 now, the count to McMurdy. Looking for back-to-back walks is the young sophomore in the batter's box. And she gets it, 4-pitch walk issued by Heidi Vortherms. And that's not something you see too often from Vortherms out there in the circle. She's issued 4 walks already so far in this one. The 5 strikeouts you are used to seeing, but 4 walks, not so much. In her 43 innings of pitch on the season, she's walked 21 as of now, but coming into the game, she only walked on the season so far before this game. She only walked 17 people in her 40 innings of work. So not too often are we seeing Vortherms out in the circle walking people, but possibly something with the Aggies in the box, giving her a little tough time as she misses again outside. That one misses upstairs. 2-0 now the count. That's 6 balls in a row issued from Vortherms. And we're going to get time called here. Head coach Michael Mook from the Lady Buffs going to come out and talk to Ms. Heidi Vortherms in the circle. Calm her down, try to get some things settled in here. Double play ball could get them out of the inning. Michaela Richmond in the box for the Aggies. They're going to discuss some things of their own as well. So they're discussing things with their head coach, Emma Johansson, as well as assistant coach Lisa Brooks. The Aggies are also coached by graduate assistant Madison Marvuli. Aggies coaching staff discussing things, as well as the Lady Buffs coaching staff. Head coach Michael Mook, alongside with Janelle Troutman for the Lady Buffs. And that one's called a ball again. Lady Buff faithful not too happy with that one. So they're letting the umpire hear it behind home plate. 3-0 now the count to Richmond. And Vortherms, back-to-back walks. She's issued here. And Richmond looks at 4 straight. That brings up the leadoff hitter now for the Aggies, Number 16, the second baseman, Kamari Edwards.
Now batting number 16, Kamari Edwards.
As we see Kyra Lair in the bullpen is Lair for the Lady Buffs. Getting loose. Might see her at some point. Vortherm's in there for a strike. After back-to-back walks, Vortherm's able to find the zone on that one. She looks to build off that right here. But the Aggies, potentially another scoring opportunity right here for Kamari Edwards. She could bring home some runs. She swings and misses on that one. She struck out her last time up, which I believe was against Heidi Vortherms, if I'm not mistaken. So Edwards looking for some vengeance. 0-2 count to her. And she looks at that one. She strikes out looking. Great pitch by Heidi Vortherms right there on the corner. Her 6th strikeout on the day. Freezes Edwards, gets her looking. 2 outs now for the Lady Buffs on defense. Kylie French in the box. We got runners on first and second here for the Aggies. And French lifts that one up out of play. But we're in the top half of the 6th, and the Lady Buffs trail by 1. Heidi Vortherm's looking to escape the jam right here. Could use a big out right now and get the senior Kylie French to limit the damage right here. French going to ground this one to Murtha, who steps on third base easily, and they escape the jam. Heidi Vortherms found herself in a little pickle. As the second inning in a row, she's walked back-to-back batters with 2 outs. Or excuse me, she's walked back-to-back batters and then got the 3rd out from there, allowing 0 runs. Damage not done yet. Lady Buffs coming back bottom half of the 6th. We'll be back.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create.
Bottom of the 6th, Diana Murtha in the box for the Lady Buffs. She's had a great day today. 2 great plays over at third base on defense, as well as a home run the first inning. 2-run home run by Diana Murtha and a base hit her last time up. First pitch to her is taken for a strike. She's in there. 0-1 count now to Murtha. Robin Bales on her 6th inning of work. Had a little hiccup the first time she saw Murtha giving up that 2-run bomb deep to left center field in the gap. Over the fence, but she's been cruising since. Murtha lines that one into left field. Diving play by McMurdy. Murtha crushed that ball. But Macy McMurdy lays out to make the play. Tremendous plays all day on defense. We were just talking about in the break how Rowley made that tremendous play earlier. We see another one there by the Aggies. Macy McMurdy in left laying out. And we've seen that all day on both sides. We saw Murtha laying out at third base. We've seen Ruby Salzman laying out, Madison Johnson laying out. All the Lady Buffs are laying their bodies out on the line, doing whatever they can, and so are the Cameron Aggies. And we've seen some terrific plays on both sides. Huge first out there for Cameron, and Madison Johnson in the box now. That's so frustrating as a hitter. As Diana Murtha, she hit that ball as hard as she could. You can't hit a ball much harder than that. Right on the screws she did. And in the gap she thought it was, but Macy McMurdy said otherwise. What a terrific play. Johnson fouls that one off. 1-1 the count. Johnson leaves that one upstairs for a ball. 2-1 count to her. Fans, I hope you're enjoying this action as much as I am up here and as much as all these fans here are at Schaefer Park here today. We got game 2 coming up for you 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, whenever that might be. But Johnson lifts this one to center field. And that's gone! Madison Johnson ties it up here in the bottom of the 6th. We got a tie ball game. Raise the traffic cone, whatever that means. We all know it means that's the Lady Buff home run. Madison Johnson crushes this ball deep to center field. And if we stay tied, the conclusion of this game might not be for a little while with the way this one's been going. What a ball game. Johnson and the Lady Buffs fired up. Lady Buff fans loving it. Rally caps all around. Traffic cones in the stands. Dogs barking. Everyone's loving it here. As we had time called by Coach Michael Mook, we're going to have a pinch hitter. Pinch hitting for what was supposed to be Gerke's spot is going to be Gabby Valforte, number 9. The junior. We saw her at the plate appearance yesterday. She gets another chance right here. Valforte, RBI ground out in yesterday's game. When McMurdy stole Diana Murtha's ball in the gap, you thought the momentum was all on the Aggie side. And then Madison Johnson comes up, and she says otherwise. And now this place is going nuts. And the Lady Buff dugout is fully energized now. As you can hear them singing away, doing their cheers. They're excited. They're fired up. Valforte in the box, 1-0 count to her. Looks at that one right down the middle, 1-1 to Valforte. Bales only giving up 3 runs on the day as the score is tied 3-3. All 3 runs coming off home runs. 2-run home run in the first inning by Murtha and that solo home run by Johnson. Valforte swung and missed at the high ball there. 1-2 the count to the pinch hitter, Valforte. She shoots that one to second base. Edwards bodies it up, keeps it in front of her, able to get Valforte out at first. Valforte hit it hard right to Edwards, and she made a good play, staying down, keeping her glove down, keeping the ball in front, knowing she had enough time to get the out. Great job there by Kamari Edwards. Julie Guzman in the box for the Lady Buffs. She's 1 for 2, struck out looking her last time up. Takes that one downstairs for a ball. Home play umpire Mark Aller not giving that low ball here today. We've seen him be consistent on both sides. Not calling that low ball. Guzman fouls that one off. That one's upstairs, 2-1 to Guzman. Guzman looking, find a way on base. 2-out rally going. Lauren Granger stands on deck. As we got a tie ball game now. And Guzman chases that one out of the zone. And you know what that means. We got twos all across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with number 2, Julie Guzman in the box. And if you want to get real technical, Robin Bales, number 11, 1 + 1 = 2. Full count now to Guzman. And that one straight to the backstop. Guzman on board with a 2-out walk. And the Lady Buffs looking to do some damage here. Lauren Granger stepping up now. She's 1 for 2 on the day.
Now batting number 34, Lauren.
We're going to get a mound visit here. Head coach for the Aggies, Johansson's going to come out, talk to Bales out in the circle, discussing possibly some strategies, what they want to do here to keep this game tied and escape this inning without allowing any more runs. We'll get a look. Oh, we just missed it. The Lady Buffs were jousting. They had Brittany Rufus on the back of Riley Steiner, and Nikki Warren was on the back of Maddie Geidel. And while time was called, they were jousting with some bats on the sidelines. Good thing no one got hurt. We don't want to see no injuries at this point of the season. Bale's going to miss that one all the way to the backstop again. Guzman takes second base easily. The Lady Buffs have a runner in scoring position now. Big chance here for the young freshman Lauren Granger to give the Lady Buffs the lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Lady Buffs haven't had the lead since the top of the 3rd inning. That one misses inside for a ball. You have a base open here. Could work around Granger out there. Lady Buffs fired up with Guzman out there in scoring position. That one misses outside to Granger. 3-0 now the count. As we saw the dugouts up and dancing, cheering. They're excited. They want to win this ball game. Granger lifts that one deep to center field. She hit it well. Ball got hung up in the wind. Richmond tracked back to make the grab. As that ball stayed in the park, Lauren Granger retired. 1 run coming from Madison Johnson's home run. We got a tie ball game now here at Schaefer Park. 3-3 is the score. Top half of the 7th inning coming up. Kaden Boren leading things off. She's 2 for 3 on the day. We'll see how that goes next inning when we come back on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. 1 for you, 1 for him, and 1 for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
In the heart of Texas.
Top of the 7th inning. Tie ball game. Caden Boren in the box. 2 for 3 on the day she is with a double and a triple. But she struck out her last time up, looking for some vengeance right here. Trying to find a way to give Aggies the lead here in the top half of the 7th inning. Heidi Vortherm still in the circle on her 4th inning of work here for the Lady Buffs. That one misses down low for a ball. Vortherms misses outside. 2-0 count to the leadoff batter, Boren. Boren's hitting in the 3-hole for the Aggies here. She smokes that one. That gets past a diving Johnson, and Caden Boren leads things off in the top of the 7th inning with a base hit. And the Aggies looking to answer back from Johnson's home run. Coach Mook looking at the bullpen. He's going to call time. And it appears we're going to get a pitching change. Kyra Lair coming in from the bullpen for the Lady Buffs. Heidi Vortherm's total stat line. She started her 4th inning of work, registered that hit to Boren. The only hit being allowed by Vortherms. She pitched 3 innings. She walked 5, struck out 6 though. She allowed no runs and held the Aggies in check for the most part. Couple walks, but Vortherms escaped the jam. 1 hit only being allowed to Boren, as you just saw. We're also going to get a catching change as well. Cheyenne Sanchez coming in to replace Lauren Granger. Granger's had a great job there behind the plate. Base hit for her as well. Good job by the young freshman as well. But Kyra Lair in the circle now. 15-1 record on the year. She's pitched in 110 innings. Kyra Lair has struck out 118 batters in those 110 innings. So big difference in Emily Wilson, Kyra Lair, and Heidi Vortherms. Pitching first contact, first pitching for strikeouts. Kyra Lair's specialty is the fast ball. She throws some heat. She'll mix in some off-speed pitches, and then she wants to blow the hard stuff right past you. And that's how she gets most of her strikeouts. She's walked 37 in those 110 innings. She's only registered 79 hits, 8 of those being home runs. Kyra Lair in the circle for the Lady Buffs. Sanchez, the left-handed catcher, coming in behind the plate. The duo of Kyra Lair and Cheyenne Sanchez. As we go, Gabby Valforte also staying in the game, playing first base. Valforte out there replacing Gerke, who Megan Gerke, it's her birthday today, so happy birthday to Megan. Big day for her. Hopefully the Lady Buffs can get her a win for her birthday, but Swafford lays down a bunt. Murtha, good play, throwing on the run. Able to get Swafford, but Swafford does her job, sacrifice bunt. Boren moves up to scoring position. 1 out, Taylor Rowley in the box. She's 1 for 2 on the day with a walk.
Number 21, Taylor Rowley.
Rowley looks at that one, top of the zone. Strike called. First pitch of hers taken for a strike. Kyra Lair blows that one right past Rowley. 0-2 now the count. Rowley looking to put the ball in play somehow, maybe move Boren up from second base any way she can. Aggies left a lot of runners on base. They've left 8 on base so far in this game, and they don't want to leave another one out there. With the top of the lineup coming up next inning for the Lady Buffs. But Rowley leaves that one upstairs for a ball. 1-2 now the count. And Rowley turns, and that one hit her. And she's going to be awarded first base. And Rowley's going to be awarded first base, first and second now for the Aggies.
Number 18, Karis Clark.
Get a look here. You'll see right off Rowley's hip. She turned right, ran a little too far inside for Kyra Lair. Hits Rowley. She's on board. Karis Clark in the box, 1 for 3 on the day. She flew out her last time up. First pitch to her is taken for a strike. Huge at bat for Karis Clark, the senior. Huge at bat with Boren out on second. She lifts that one deep to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's ruled foul. Clark crushed that one just to the left of the foul pole. Get a good look here on our replay. So you'll see Rufus looking up just to the left of the foul pole. And third base umpire Donnie Rundle with the best view possible as he was right on that line. He made the call, threw his hands up. Lady Buff fans love to see that. If you're an Aggies fan, you wish he saw the other one. But either way, 2 strikes now to Karis Clark. Off-speed pitch. Kind of buckled Clark a little bit, but missed inside. As Lair tried to float the off-speed in there to fool her, which maybe she did, but missed inside. 1-2 now the count. Fights that one off. Kyra Lair's got 2 strikes on Clark. Looking to finish her off right here. Clark fights that one off. Chasing that one a little bit up and out. Lair with the 1-2 pitch again. Clark chases that one upstairs. Big strikeout for her. 2 outs now. Kyra Lair doing her job from the bullpen. 2 outs now. Runners on first and second. Rowley at first. Boren on second. Kaden McDaniel stepping in the box. Big spot for the freshman. She's over 3 on the day. She's due for a big-time knock right here. Struck out her last 2 times up. She could really use a big knock right here. That could turn her whole day around. Bring home that go-ahead run for the Aggies here in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. Kyra Lair with the pitch. She's in there for a strike. So far on the day with runners in scoring position, the Aggies are 2 for 10. Having runners on second base at least 10 times so far in this game. Not able to execute that much. McDaniel lifts this one high. Left field, Rufus. Trouble with the wind. She's able to stick with it and make the grab. As the wind was trouble, which would have been a routine fly ball on a normal day, but in West Texas, this is a normal day. So the wind made it a little tough. Rufus stuck with it. makes the out. Lady Buffs get out of the jam. We got a tie ball game, bottom of the 7th. We'll see if the Lady Buffs can walk things off. Brittany Rufus leading things off. We'll be back.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons.
Bottom half of the 7th coming up here at Schaefer Park. Brittany Rufus going to lead things off, and if you're a Lady Buff fan, you remember what Brittany Rufus did a couple weeks ago. I believe it was against Cameron. Brittany Rufus came up in the bottom of the 7th. She led off the bottom of the 7th inning. The score was tied 3-3, and Brittany Rufus hit a walk-off home run over the right field fence to win the game. And here today, Brittany Rufus is leading things off in the bottom of the 7th inning with the score tied 3-3. Let's see if history repeats itself. Robin Bale still in the circle, her 7th inning of work, starting off with Rufus in the box. Rufus showing bunt, pulls back, misses upstairs, ball 1. Rufus showing bunt, pulls back, misses outside. Pitch from Bales, not close enough. 2-0 count now to Rufus. And with Rufus's speed, she's not one you want to give a free base to because she'll take second right before your eyes. And then abruptly take third, and next thing you know, she's scoring. So you definitely don't want to do that. 2-0 pitch to Rufus on the outside corner for a strike. Lady Buff fans not liking that one, feeling that they haven't gotten that one all day. But according to home plate umpire Mark Aller, that one caught the corner. 2-1 now the count to Rufus. Rufus grounds this one right to the first baseman. Karis Clark tags Rufus for the easy out. And this time around for Rufus, history will not repeat itself. But the Lady Buffs still with a chance to win the ball game. With that wind blowing to right field, they're just one swing away from a possible long ball ending it here, especially with a huge power threat in the on-deck circle by Ruby Salzman. But first, we're going to see McConnell here leadoff hitter. Coming up with 1 out, fouls that one down the line. 0-1 now to McConnell. McConnell's 1 for 3 on the day today. Singled her first time up. Hasn't done much since then. She's due, looking to start something here in the bottom half of the 7th. We have a tie ball game here. Two great teams ending the season here today. After this one, we'll end the regular season with the next game, whenever this one might finish. And we'll also have our senior day ceremonies closing out after game 2. But right here, right now, it's a 1-1 count to McConnell. And that one's outside. 2-1 now to the young freshman. McConnell looks at that one on the corner. 2-2 now. Robin Bales in the circle looking to retire McConnell any way she can. You don't want to face Salzman with a runner on base. McConnell leaves that one upstairs, full count now. Big pitch coming up next here from Robin Bales. As her pitch count climbs up well over 100 right now. McConnell takes that one for a ball. And Ruby Salzman stepping up to the plate here with the winning run on first base for the Lady Buffs. Salzman's 1 for 3, singled up the middle her last time up. Yesterday, big day, 2 for 4, 2-run home run. She's just looking to extend the line here, put the ball in play, find a way on base. And if she can get McConnell home, that's a plus, but she just wants to get on base and extend the line to get it to Boyer with only 1 out. The dugout singing Salzman's walk-up songs. That one misses up and away. And Swafford's still getting loose out in the bullpen, but she's on hold as of now. Salzman did hit her well yesterday, maybe going to bring her in after Salzman because of how well she did yesterday. But Salzman looks at that one, low and in for a ball, 2-0 now the count. Nowhere to put Salzman, you got to come right after her. You don't want to put the winning run in scoring position. Nowhere to put dangerous threat Ruby Salzman. 2-0 pitch from Bales on the way. Salzman takes a big swing at that one, fouls that one away. Two-one pitch on the way to Salzman. Salzman up, deep! It's out of here! Ruby Salzman! Walk-off home run and the Lady Buffs win! Ruby Salzman wins it here for the Lady Buffs. What a way to end it! Up and on top of the batting cages goes Salzman. And that's ball game. What an amazing job by Salzman. She gets that one up and over the wall and left. And the Lady Buffs win it here in the bottom of the 7th by a final score of 5-3. If you loved this game, then you better stay tuned for game number 2. What an amazing game by both sides. Senior day, walk-off home run by the senior, Ruby Salzman. Lady Buffs win 5-3 here in game number 2. We'll have game 3 of the series coming up in approximately 30 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Another exciting game coming up right here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. I'm Zach Kamiko, and we'll be back with game number 3 of this series, closing out this season.